to your intro.
Alright, well, hello everybody, Zelos019 here, as you can see by this new immaculate logo that I have. Fun fact, lights up. Super bright, but it's pretty dope. And here we are again with Final Fantasy 7 Remake, continuing from where we left off because it's on the streams. Gotta finish the channel.
Gotta finish the channel. Gotta finish the game.
Sir, I cannot speak
Channel's
English
not
right
finished.
now. You are right, the channel is not finished. But
I think it.
yes, but this is what we will be doing.
Yeah, definitely part 2 of this stream, the continuation of Final Fantasy 7. Of course, if you like this content and you want to see more gaming content, please remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so whenever we drop any new content, you're able to see it. What episode did you throw out your final episode of Vampire yet before we start?
Yes, I did. That dropped last Friday, the 27th.
And we're also going to drop GTA content, aren't we?
Yes, we did do 2 streams for that.
Exactly, so we're going to drop some more content GTA. If you have any other game suggestions, please don't hesitate to ask. We definitely want to bring out new content, playthroughs, or any reviews if we can possibly in the future to this channel. Again, we're very open to suggestions. We want to bring content that you guys would like to see. Stuart, get back in here.
Sir, I'm sorry. I'm trying to look and make sure that our crap is actually like popping off the way it needs to.
You got the remote so we can load the TV slide. Smidge. It's gonna be loud. Alright, so where did we leave off? Oh yeah, side missions. Now, what do you think? Should we just start pushing through side missions or should we just...
I mean, me personally, the way I've always gamed for stuff like this is I've always done the...
side missions?
Yeah!
There may be some good items.
I was gonna say it might make me a little more overpowered than I need to be, but I do like my side missions.
Oh no, this game you could easily get overpowered. Depending on how well you play. I mean, obviously there's people that do take it on a lower level.
Ah, there it is, there it is. Okay. No, that was freaking out. We got 2 people in the stream right now, so obviously us checking it, and then whoever else is here.
I'm starting to tap X like I'm playing GTA.
I was like, dude, relax your thumb, relax your thumb.
Relax my thumb. Let that DJ relax.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Can you imagine having to be in one of those festivals and you hear some outlandish shit like that?
I feel like it's gotta happen more often than anything. It has to.
We don't really go to festivals that often.
No, I'd like to try one day. I think that'd be dope. I might hate it after, but I think just for like...
Really rolling loud.
I was gonna say, like, if it's for the one time, like, I'll do it for the one time.
For the one time. But everybody got an ultra and it's... Already got an ultra and it's like, like, I liked it, but I was like really young. Like 21 younger. Right. I'm like, I want to go back now. My bones hurt. And someone comes up to me, they put me on your shoulders, and I'm like, negative.
Hey.
Like, have you seen those guys? It was like, oh, poor dude has a helmet on his shoulders.
Oh, I did see that video.
No,
he was struggling.
It's happened more than once.
I mean, I'm sure
like, dude, okay.
I mean, he didn't seem to be complaining.
Oh no, but he looked upset. He might as well be complaining with his face. He's pouting. He's like, damn it, I made the wrong choice. I put the wrong person on my shoulders. Plus, I don't think I'll give him a good height. They're taller people.
Right?
Oh, God. Don't like this mission because I gotta find cats. Oh, there you go. I always get this mission all the way. I'm like, I want to find cats. I don't mind them, but see, I don't mind it dark. Like, at least the how do you say this? The sign, the poster? Because at least it brightens up when the screen brightens up. You know, one part I do want to get into, or love to get to in this stream,
Yeah.
is like the scary, darker parts of this game. Because this story, to me, it's always been a little dark.
Okay.
Like, a little scary. It's like, yo, this is kind of messed up, or there's like some bad stuff and juju going on. So I definitely love to see that too.
Oh fuck my timer. I forgot the goddamn timer. Ain't that a bitch?
9 p.m. sure. Oh my god, I'm still tapping X like we're playing GTA. Like, dee, dee, dee.
Yeah. I wanna try to see like how the camera looks, because I just kinda want the logo up. Just for a little bit.
And I not get the DLC stuff.
I'm still cool with it. I'm still cool with the sun being bright. Granted, I know unfortunately that we can't be too far away. Don't have that space right now. But
They're just hanging out. I mean, you just got it not too long ago.
yeah,
too.
so we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out shortly. It's so weird, dude. Like, okay, so like I look here at camera, right, and then I look here and I'm like seeing all of our stuff, right? I look over to the side, and as I'm looking over to the side, the YouTube delay also has me looking over to the side again, and it freaked me out.
Let's see. This man eating on his whole stream.
I'm hungry, bro. I gotta eat. That's a little snack.
Snacky sack.
Snackety snack. I will say the art design for, you know, even though they're just like little like pearls and items and stuff, like very well done, honestly.
We're talking like actual like item usage.
Yeah, item usage, like, you know, when it's like, oh hey, you're using this item, like just the fact that they captured like that. I don't know. The best way I can describe it is they almost make it seem like those pearls are like alive in some way. Which I don't know if like per the lore like they kind of are or they aren't, like I'm not sure.
It's full of this energy that allows you to use magic.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's the best way I can describe it. Is that, well, it's full of Mako in a sense, but Mako's life energy.
Right, so
Like the life of the planet. So at least some of them like, so the lore is like it naturally occurs in nature, but obviously in the game there's scientists who figure out how to make it. So they'll mass produce it for military use
okay.
or anything to benefit.
So in some sense, because it is full of the Mako, it would kind of be alive. It's not really like alive, but it has life energy.
It's like naturally made.
Oh, they have rats though.
It's Midgard. There's no pretty animals here. That's the thing. It's like I can't wait for the rebirth part or the second part of the game to come out. Simply because it's like you finally get out of the slump-looking area. Like there are parts of Midgard like they portrayed it really. Damn, I'm still tapping X like it's GTA. Like they portrayed it to look really nice. But this part of the game is like, yeah, this is the slums, man. Like, you know, it's gonna be ugly and sad. Like they really have to get past. Like at least they really made the point of, hey, this is kind of a depressing area. And then they make the government look really bad, which eventually Shinra is pointed out to be horrible.
Now, maybe it's because it's been a while since we did this, but did we make it this far?
I mean,
on the first stream?
Yes, we did. I'm just doing the side missions. I stopped before we made the side missions.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna knock them out just because they give me a little bit of extra boosts on the XP and items. That and it's like, how do you say this? Like, I get a lot of information for my process. So it completes a little bit more of a side mission that ends up progressing further into the story. which allows me to like make more material.
Heard.
Plus, you get little items, money. I like the reflection of the sign on the TV.
No, I'm telling you, it's dope.
But I just wish like the camera wouldn't show this as bright, so that people can see what we see.
Because unfortunately, like, yeah, the name Zelos Hero 19 is.
It's like a bright white, yeah.
Yeah. Again, like for the actual like logo itself here, though, I really enjoy it. But again, I think just because of how the camera works and like what it's picking up, maybe we can fuck around with the settings later. But it's also like, you know, I think distance, because cameras like they always like flare up like to light when it's too close. So we just might be too close right now.
Could be. Let me see. Might as well get this.
Although, why do I have speed in mode? What does that do?
No,
Oh God! Hey,
not to see here.
Stop! I screwed up.
You're flashing somebody.
I screwed up. Oh, it's pulsing. Okay, so many modes. Okay, just relax. Okay. Apologize, everybody. I apologize. Like he said, it's new. It's very new. Although I should probably hit up Riley on Twitch real quick. Make sure that the man's getting his due coverage.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me.
I'm getting into the habit of like just skipping the content.
Yeah.
Because a lot of games just get too
Repetitive?
I wouldn't say repetitive, it's just more like,
Or is it just like it's like they're too heavy with the
I'd say a
side
lot,
information?
not necessarily side info, it's just more cinematics. A lot of games have been like cinematic heavy. There's like some games I do want to try. Final Fantasy 16. You can't turn the brightness down. Yeah, we tried turning the brightness down, Sim. That's the lowest setting, ain't it?
This is the lowest setting.
It's as low as it goes. I mean, other than off.
Yeah.
Though not like you get a better portray of it when it's off.
Yeah, so again, I like it like lit up, but I feel like it's just because
Obviously, you know,
camera might be a little too close.
you know, higher end cameras in the future, something like that. You see, now you can actually see the logo. The only sucky part, I would say, is it's not illuminated.
Yeah. So again, we'll have to mess around with it for a little bit.
We would. But I am excited to try like Forspoken, or if not like Final Fantasy 16, which is coming out at some point this year. Which Square Enix has been coming out with a lot. I just want to see like how, if they kind of backed off on the cinematic heavy. I would say they probably did it.
No, I mean, well, you gotta understand. Let's see. Oh, Riley's kicking ass and dudes. Oh, and Seth is on Apex right now.
Are they now?
They are on Apex right now. Again, we'll have to figure out how we're gonna stream Apex one day.
Well, obviously in the future, when if you want, you can stream off the PS5 and whatever, or you know when you upgrade your equipment.
In due time. In due time.
Exactly. There's no type of rush. It's not like we can't get the content out, you know. And for now, you know, you still have support for certain games coming out.
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately, a lot of PlayStation exclusives are, how do you say this, are very just supported for the PS5.
Yeah, I mean, as the setups and stuff start going a little bit different, it's yeah, I'm probably gonna bring out my Xbox One storage probably.
Really? An Xbox One?
Yeah, dude, I rock both. Like, I don't really have a bias towards game consoles or anything. To me, it's really a matter of like one of the primary reasons, or I guess like one of the more exclusives that I really enjoyed with the Xbox, right, was Gears of War back on the
Are they making
360.
more of them? I remember.
I know they made one more after Judgment. Because there was Gears of War 1, 2, 3, then you had Gears of War Judgment, then I think there was one more.
You're talking to somebody who knows nothing about Gears of War.
Alright, so let me write it down.
The only reason why I have my bias is because I grew up playing with the PlayStation console. So, when to me, like the Xbox, how do you say this? The controller just feels unnatural.
It might be like it's foreign to you.
It's extremely foreign. Like, mind you, the dual sense is a lot bigger than the dual shock, especially considering that that the dual shock was always smaller in hand.
But you know what? And that's probably why that controller never felt weird to me. Because it's almost kind of as big. It's almost, I would say, like for like size wise for the handles and stuff. It's probably about just as big as like your Xbox controllers were.
You think so?
100%. Like I could probably go to storage and bring one out and we can do like a side by side comparison. But size wise, I would say it's almost set up very similarly to, in terms of the framework, like Xbox One, Xbox 360 size. Because the Xbox 360 to the One
jumping here now.
never really changed like the size of the controllers. They maybe changed like their function or like the extra like features. But
like as far as I know, I think it's like this, at least my opinion. It's like I can't keep tapping. It's like GTA. Alright, so like I think this is like a good size between what the DualShock was and what the actual Xbox controller is.
But then
it probably was. I haven't touched any of the newer equipment for an Xbox.
But you know, there is that thing as well, which I think you pointed out to me when, at least as far as the DualShock goes, you know, giving the little extra like thumb sticky things. The reality of that as well is that certain people just have bigger hands, so the bigger controller doesn't feel like off or doesn't feel like so foreign. Because like that to me, I feel more comfortable holding that than the shock. But again, I've adapted to the shock. But there are times where like I feel like I'm having to be like closer in my grip, like the Nintendo Switch, right? My cousin's got one and my brother has one too. But playing the Nintendo Switch on the controllers, I can't stand the controllers. But at least without the like adapter to make it like more of like a hand like suitable controller, like the tiny little remotes or whatever. I'm sitting here and like my hand covers the whole thing and I feel like I'm so damn close to shit and I keep misclicking certain things and stuff, but that's just because, you know, maybe other people are cool with it. They're cool with like the closer grip even if they have bigger hands, but I feel like,
you know, Nintendo's never been, I mean, they do have like huge titles and stuff, but they've never been a big console. In the sense of, I mean, maybe minus the GameCube.
Oh, I love the GameCube.
I'm just talking about the size period. It's not
their consoles. Yeah, their consoles have always been pretty compact, which I think is
which nice. Obviously the Switch is not as compact as like the 3DS and stuff. But every time I'm playing a Nintendo game, it's usually Pokemon. I don't go like dwelling into like Zelda or any of their other games.
Damn, that sounds a big rat.
On top of that, Switch tends to get that rat.
Yeah, I just read the name Rat Hound.
So, like, how do you say this? Like, at least it's what I would prefer for Nintendo. Happens just to be more Pokemon. It's always been the thing I played if I had one.
Well, see, I feel like, and that's kind of where, when you're going into like game types or even like genres of games that are played with certain consoles, Nintendo has, I could be wrong historically because
they're a little more child friendly.
100% way more child friendly, but also like in terms of like the transition of like games and stuff from your Super Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch, GameCube, Nintendo Wii. Like they've been really family oriented in like child games, which is great.
Correct.
But the other thing is too is that from the games that they mess with, they are primarily like platformers. or like even like top-down things, like because I know Pokemon.
Pokemon's definitely not a platformer.
Well, no, it's not a platformer, but it's like kind of
there's a
open
lot
world, like
more
top-down type of thing. At least older Pokemon.
Yeah, older
You know?
Pokemon, sure.
And then when you look at like Mario, granted they've expanded the Super Mario universe dramatically.
Yeah,
But it started as a 2D platformer. Even now with like Super Mario 3D, Super Mario Sunshine. I love Super Mario Sunshine. Favorite childhood game. But, well, one of them. But those games, even though like you've expanded it, you've added all these three-dimensional mechanics such as what we're seeing now, at its root, it's still platform.
What are you talking about? Which one?
Okay, so like in Super Mario Sunshine,
Super Mario, I would say definitely is a platform.
yeah, I think regardless of like how they do it and what they do, it will always be considered a platform.
That one will always be considered a platformer in my eyes.
So, and
Now, if you're talking about Pokemon, yeah, we're talking about RPG. If you're talking about Zelda, yeah, there are platforming features, but it is an RPG.
right, in which you know that I can understand.
You can
those.
say Mario could be an RPG, but it's a lot of too many platforming features.
Yeah.
Depending on which one you're talking about, that would consider, to me, in my eyes, just a platformer.
Oh shit! I just realized my hoodie matches the hood of the logo. I just realized this. Oh shit!
I'm constantly wearing that hoodie.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, my ears got cold just now because I have no hair. Like, it's out of my head now.
I need to fix my cut because I can see it on camera and it's bugging me. It's got that.
So bothered,
bruh. I have not had a bad haircut in God knows how long. I've been going to the same barbershop for years, even before they changed their name. And it's just like how do you walk in and then like bye, like this fade, alright, fine. I don't like it, but whatever. But then you give me the rainbow fade on the other side, which is a little more prominent on camera. Now I'm over here like, my guy, you done messed up the fade. You said I'm gonna cut the tips. I had a lot longer hair the last time we streamed. I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm aggy. And the fact that I gotta walk around like this for the next 2 weeks to a month is already aggravating me. No, it's never gonna be okay. Nah. You expect to go to the barber shop you've been going to for years and get a clean fade. I keep going back because I keep getting a clean cut.
Dude, I mean, people have their off days, bro. You could have just walked in on an off day.
No, that's the new guy. The new guy had an off day. I should not trust that dyed hair of his, that dyed white hair. He was like, Vivo, mira, te voy a, así mismo te voy a dejar en el Liu. I'm like, I said, no, it can't be. No. Mind you, I have to be there to translate for you.
Oh, damn.
Translate, huh?
Riley got third place.
Ooh, hey, third place is still nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Also, for those who are watching, go ahead and, if you want, swap over to Twitch. Riley is streaming now for Apex Legends, and that is RAIILEY. And you can also still see my stream partially on his stream as well. I don't know how he did that. I have to talk to him. I have to figure out how the fuck he did that.
What?
Look, so like in his stream, he has our stream in the corner.
Oh, no way!
Dude, I have no idea how the fuck. I didn't even know you could do that.
Maybe screen share.
Could be.
That's probably it.
Yeah. God, I'm a fat ass.
What?
I'm so hungry. I'm okay.
Oh, you at least ate. I got that fried rice left over. Baby. Yes, sir.
Mix it with the soup.
No. You don't mix miso soup and steak fried rice.
Dude, I don't know, bro. I'm a bottomless pit. Like, you take two things that taste good together, in my mind, you put the two together and it's still gonna taste good. And it's more compact, it's less dishes. You just... Is it sacrilegious? Probably.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like my rice and my soup.
A.
B.
Ass.
But at the same time, it's just like, I can't, bro. No. I make my rice and my soup. You can't mix me so super fat. Thank you.
Oh, so Sim, yeah, she agrees.
No, it's like there's soup with rice on purpose.
Okay.
Make that way.
The question is, why?
I mean, you can. It's not gonna guarantee that it's gonna taste good though. That's it. Oh, okay. I gotta go.
These maps are pretty big though.
It's definitely not open world.
Well, right, because I mean you have to go from region to region and stuff, and
it's not necessarily region to region. I mean, you can go back. Just no. Thank you, Sim. I appreciate the support.
Oh man.
Appreciate the support. Point is, do I have informed this guy? No. He should be assessing it. Point. What was I gonna say is so here in this part, like even on the part 1, it's a little bit of like a linear, like in the game you couldn't go back to certain. No, you can go back, but it's just like you had no reason to go back. You can go back via chapter select, but then again, the only reason why I would go back is because I forgot an item or I wanted to get an item again. Now, how do you say this? The second you leave Midgard, it becomes open world. Well, now you gotta go place to place. And you have to be picky and choosy about where you're going. I know where I gotta go.
You know, speaking of maps, like I saw online that I guess over time between, I don't think it's very specific to the platform, but I think it's being more specific to the game. Someone actually was able to pull up like a whole list of like the map sizes of games that have come out. The maps keep getting bigger and bigger.
That's true.
And it's haunting. Like, let me...
Again, now you have the actual graphics to play with, but the problem is maps keep getting bigger and bigger, but how much content is really in that map?
That's the question.
There's games where, like, for example, you're in a desert environment, but you're running everywhere in the desert just to get from point A to point B. Oh, yeah, they're both bound. This is great. It's exactly what I need.
Excuse me. Alright, so according to largest.org, and this was fairly recent, like right before Christmas Eve. Okay. So the 8 largest video game maps, right? The author is Jennifer Jones. Number 8, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. 781 million square miles.
I've not played that game.
It's pretty dope. The AI kind of pissed me off a little bit, but I also appreciate them in a sense too, because if I tell an AI to snap a motherfucker, he makes that shot hit. I don't know how, and it seems impossible, but if he can make that shit hit, it hits. Gotta try it with Seth. I think I downloaded the game so I can try it with Seth. I forget.
What's the second largest?
So number 7, The Crew. 1,900 square miles.
Okay, I know The Crew.
I don't understand how you jump 781.
But The Crew basically, it's a racing game, but it's not just limited to cars and everything.
I feel like there might have been a typo or something. What? 781 million square miles is number 8, and then number 7 goes to 1,900 square miles.
Maybe it's going from least.
Oh, largest to smallest.
From smallest to largest.
Not really.
Right.
No, because then it jumps to fuel. I never even heard of fuel. Never heard of that game. That's from about 5,560 to about 7,000 square miles.
So, let me see this.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird. So, like, if I go, so Number 8, right? That's 781 million.
Okay.
Like, I'm not misreading that.
Correct.
Okay, you know, it's too bright, piece of shit. Anyway, so that's 781. Then it goes to 1900. Then it goes to this range, though, 5560 to 7000. Then Elder Scrolls is 63,000 square miles.
I'd say it's not in order.
No, it's definitely not in order. Because then you go to number 4 at Microsoft Flight Simulator with 197 million square miles. Makes sense, Flight Simulator. You're in the sky. Just
Well, it's not the workout simulator.
Minecraft. Wow, I'm surprised that that's not number 1. And number 3, Minecraft with 1.5 billion square miles.
Yeah, but look at the graphics on Minecraft.
I mean, again, yeah. Still doing it, but
Mind you, maps are getting bigger, but graphics are getting more complex.
Spore. They don't know how big it is how big it is. Map size, unknown. Damn, that game's old. 2008? Only on PC, though.
Can't say it's Spore.
It's
Number 1 though.
No Man's Sky. Now that got a lot of like, I guess attention would be the correct word when it was coming out.
No, is it negative or positive attention?
It's mixed.
It's mixed?
It's mixed. So the map size is unknown because the principle of No Man's Sky.
Sounds like depth.
The principle of No Man's Sky, right, was you're in space. Okay.
Okay.
So space exploration thing, kind of on that same premise of like Minecraft, where like you need materials to do shit and build shit and whatever. Okay. It was cool because they had kind of like a merchant. You know what? Maybe we'll stream it one day. But they had like a merchant system where like you can buy, sell goods and stuff, and sometimes there's rocket fuel, sometimes just part for your shit, whatever the fuck. There were different federations and stuff with different races of aliens, right? And if you explored a particular galaxy, if you explored a particular galaxy where a race was prominent or existed, right? You can find these little hidden items, little treasures, almost like monoliths, I think is what they were called. But essentially it's like the Rosetta Stone. It helps you like translate the alien language for you.
Oh, okay.
Right? So the more you find it, and then your interactions and stuff start to change. But as the developers described it, if I remember correctly, it was that the game itself was infinitely expanding, technically. So you could go from one galaxy to the next. Now, there was a supposed like center of the game.
Yeah.
But I think they had like an AI or something like rando generate like crazy ungodly amount of galaxies. But now understand, within every galaxy, right, or like solar system, with every galaxy you can go into a solar system, and with every solar system you can go into a planet, and you can explore the entirety of each individual planet. But your game time will never stop, because say it takes you like, and I'm talking like you're proficient as fuck, you found all the biology, you found all the flora fauna, right, you found all that, you got all your minerals, you got like mining camps or like establishments set up in the fucking planet and all this shit, right? Say you did all that fastest way fucking possible. Guess what? You did that for one planet. You got another one next door.
Yeah, now you gotta keep doing it again.
Right, and that's assuming...
That can get really redundant, though.
It can be, and it gets weird, because... And this is where the negative stuff starts to come in, because conceptually, that's crazy. I think they would have considered, like, you beat the game when you make it to the center. Because there is a center. There is a center of this existence, right, that you can hit and can go find, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, as you go, you need the resources because your jet's using.
But you got a lot of mixed reviews.
Yeah, it was mixed reviews. So where
like, I'm sure people want to get you, they can beat. It sounds like this is gonna go on forever.
Well, again, this is like a huge sandbox, and normally I hate sandboxes because again, there's not really like a significant end to it, right?
Yeah, like
so
I like Fallout and Skyrim.
Yeah,
to me it's sandboxish.
I never played Skyrim, but yeah. So
it's cool if I had the time or the patience to do all this stuff.
I feel like it's more of a patience thing.
I have no patience. Right. Like if I'm gonna play games that I want to do something, but in the sense of like I'm trying to do it rather than I'm gonna go for my life to build a life.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I'm already trying to build my own life, or like I'm doing things to build my progressively build my life. Better said, but to like have my life to build another life, and it's like, damn, I gotta make money in real life, but I'm broke in the game.
Yeah, so it's one of those things, right?
Huh?
My nails got like snagged over there. Pissed me off.
Hang on.
Yeah. But now the negative parts of the review for like No Man's Sky, right, or at least that critics say, is that the randomly generated flora and fauna started to get like, depending on how far you got, started to get like wonky and glitchy because it combined. Like I think the creators actually had to have like some ideas of some organisms. I think they had to do at least a couple of planets and life systems and shit, like from concept. But then they had their program like randomly generate and mix match and combine aspects of the different life forms they created, and to do it in a random fashion. But again, like I said, it looked weird. Like you would have these creatures as tall as like fucking giraffes and shit, but they would like stutter across the fucking floor because their style and how the computer set it up, like it didn't do it correctly.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do.
Right. And like you said, the repetitive thing kind of kicks in a little bit. And there's one thing you can do, but it gets kind of a hassle because again, it's a matter of like your fuel and like resource management as well. Because God forbid you land on a fucking planet and you can't do shit to get fuel.
You're stuck.
Yeah, you're stuck. You're stuck as a motherfucker. Now, granted, you have friends and like you can join in and like do shit and like, okay, cool. Hey, wait, off in the game real quick. Oh, okay. Cool, where are you?
Fuel.
Yeah, I was like, hey, bring this shit. Why? I need fuel. Cool, you can do that. But now the question is, did you and I spawn in the same fucking vicinity?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think Blake and I tried this. I don't know if JD was with us, but we tried this game. It was cool. But I think for like the first hour of the game, we were just trying to figure out where the fuck we were.
So you can join a lobby, so to speak.
You can, and like there's different routes that you can take, like, and this is where like a little bit of an RPG aspect comes. Why do my lips look so fucking red?
Mine's good.
Is it because I'm wearing the red hoodie? Could be. I don't know.
I'm wearing a pink hoodie.
Anyway, yeah, so there's a little bit of like an RPG aspect to the game, because like you can be a space pirate technically. Like you just go around, you can be fucking with other players. There's like federations, there's like transport ships and companies that come through. So you'd be like a space pirate and just do
Cowboy Bebop.
Still haven't
No,
seen it.
they're bounties. They're bounty hunters.
Yeah, still haven't.
Watch the anime, don't watch the live version. Little Christ.
That is all that I am also hearing. I'm still gonna do both. Anime first.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna watch the anime first, and then you're gonna be so miserable watching the live version.
Again, if I hate the live version, I can always just turn it off.
I turned it off really quick. Like I didn't even finish it. And it's just one of those things where like it didn't get like a second. Like how do you say this? They didn't get a second season for sure, like confirmed. And if they did, to my surprise,
I don't know, dude. There's Netflix. They do it every perfect.
I'm okay with that. There's
I
certain
am not.
shows that I do like off of Netflix.
There are certain things I don't want them to do.
Like what?
Like people apparently lost their shits over the whole password shit.
Oh my god, no. I mean, I'm not gonna talk negative because I'm on camera. But I don't want to have to like purposely log into my Netflix just to make sure my account doesn't get canceled on its own. You know?
Yeah.
Or banned, whatever, however they decided to word it.
Yeah. However.
Or locked, whatever.
They probably worded it as like locked, but it's also like
Whatever, dude. Now they limit it to like one home Wi-Fi. What if I'm traveling? What if I travel and I connect to a hotel? That's my only argument. I'm gonna leave it at that. Maybe Netflix will listen to this and be like, oh, you know, you got a point. And it's like, yeah. You know, I have a phone, it's a mobile.
Look at you just skipping through dialogue.
Oh, dude, man.
No, it's okay. You played this game so many times.
It's just that I played it too many times. It gets way too cinematic for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, tiki-tiki, tiki-tiki-tiki. It's like, alright, it's enough tiki-tiki. I'm here to fight. Or play the game. Or progress through the actual story. Or it's like, if the tiki-tiki's not important to me, I don't want a tiki-tiki.
DVD.
What we got? How many people?
We got. I think it's at 3. We got 3. 3 people.
Nice. Welcome, welcome.
I'm gonna do a Red Bull.
Not gonna lie. Come drink me. Oh, my legs. My legs will run.
Oh, my legs!
So sore.
Alright, cool. I'm sorry for the double audio. Had to make sure things was popping good. But look at this. Look at that. Maybe if I back the camera up just a smidge bit. Nah, you're still kind of bright, ain't you? Yeah, so cute. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Where did you go? Fix yourself. Ooh, that's the microphone. No. I don't know. Either way, this is cool. I like it.
Oh my god.
What do you mean you felt this thing giving off heat? This thing feels like cold as fuck.
Right now, it was just off. It's not gonna give off heat immediately.
I mean, it also feels like it's inside. Either way.
Plus, if it's LEDs, the heat's not gonna come forward, so it'll be behind us. It's not like a conventional light bulb. Science.
That's the science.
LEDs heat up differently. It won't heat up from natural light source. I mean, from where it actually lights off. They'll heat up well, at least for like headlights on the car. Here's the bulb. The bulb won't heat up. It's the back part with the natural electricity side. Get back into town. No, I'm trying to progress, girl. Waiting. Now, this is where, for example, I think the games get a little too
Wait,
cinematic.
hold on, no. We can't just ignore the fact that motherfucker just came out of the fucking ground.
Yeah, but it was an elevator. On the ground section. Police aren't here, or not patrolling like crazy. They're an eco-terrorist group, essentially. Or at least as categorized in the game. This is really good, like a little Easter egg. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Oh, my legs are dying.
You know, I'm curious if someone was to actually play that fucking pinball machine and they managed to get to the 777.
You're going down, bro.
Dude, can you
unlock the secret code?
I was gonna say, can you imagine like how scary that shit would be? What the fuck?
See, that is when it gets cinematic. When it's like, I want it to hurry up. Which I understand the whole optioning in the game. Cool, I get it. Karma system. Which they do have a little bit of in this game. In the sense of like certain actions will unlock certain things.
Why did she do what else did she put in that cup?
Nothing. Again, cinematic scenes. She didn't put nothing in there.
There's more?
Nah, it came out
Wait.
red. What did she put in it? I don't know. She didn't even put like that cherry syrup. You probably get it in Shirley Temple.
Beautiful, there's nothing to it.
You
It's a
know,
shitty cocktail.
that's not what he's referring to, Smart. Wow.
Although they did get the water graphics in there pretty good. Could be maybe a touch better, but
I mean, again, this is a whole 100 gigabyte game. You know, they got the shine on the wood. Get the annoying character here. Let's just skip the cinematics. Not about this. Now,
goddamn shoulder.
one thing I always hate about this game is you gotta wait around. Basically force yourself to play this darts game. Just to pass the time. Doom Drake, my boys.
Oh, JD's on. What's up, bro?
Was that his page?
That is his YouTube thing.
Yeah. That was bad.
Sir, you can see what we're doing.
Killing time playing darts. I spent my time streaming apparently. I don't know. Now I gotta get to a perfect 0.
Perfect 0.
You don't play darts?
I couldn't understand the math. I know it's something to do with the numbers. There's a certain thing you gotta hit, but
You can't subtract, bro?
dude, I don't know if it's subtraction. I don't know if it's addition. I feel like depending on who you're talking to or who you're playing with. And then there's the rings, and then there's value. Then you gotta do multiplication and shit. Not saying that I couldn't figure it out, but I never took the time to.
Nah, I busted. So I have to do it all over again. Hey, coño, Alexander, do the math. So, I gotta. That's right. Fuck, I haven't played that something.
I think you need the black or white space with a 20.
Okay.
And then you get the 17. Matrix!
Where's JD left?
I don't know who left. Yeah, just chill.
You see that makes you go through it. Yeah.
So I'm sure there was probably like maybe a touch more you could have done, but
Yeah, but if I would have got first, they would end up giving me like a certain material. So at least at this point, he was told, "Hey, you're not going on the second mission with us." Kind of kick rocks. And now I want to heat up that fried rice so bad.
I guess.
Know how they all have pistols? Don't use them. My buddy's walking like he got a stick up his ass. Both of them. Let me see. You walk like you got a stick up your ass? Yep. He runs at you.
I just don't understand why it's upside down.
What?
Pistol.
Me either. I mean,
Like, fuck using it or not using it, it's just...
why is it upside down? JRPG going over here.
I don't know, maybe it's comfortable, who knows?
That's what you do for. That tense.
Oh yeah? You wasted my time.
Shit time, you mean?
Should have known better than this to get
It's like, he pulls out this little knife and then bang on them.
I was gonna say, did he not see the big ass sword?
No, clearly not.
I don't know, but then like... I mean, clearly not him, but... I think if you got enough skill, you could probably beat a sword with a knife or a dagger. Depending on, like, I'm not saying, oh yeah, you can beat a sword with a fucking pocket knife. No. No, you cannot. I'm sorry. Unless you're going like Ninja Gaiden mode, but...
What the fuck hit me? Oh, grenades.
So sparkly.
So, what game should we try to actually stream next? Or like start putting into the channel?
Well,
Because I've heard a lot of good things about Forspoken.
yeah.
I've heard mixed things about it.
I mean, I definitely want to like see Forspoken. I want to see what's up. I know in terms of
Like, should it be something we just get and then start streaming into the channel? Not streaming into the channel, excuse me, like a new episode thing.
I mean, as far as the episode thing goes, I mean, right now, obviously, we have Monopoly Mondays. We'll probably be recording more of that content shortly, but yeah, I have Apex dropping Wednesday because I'm trying to clear out that cache of videos. I know we did a little bit of Division 2, we did a little bit of GTA. Spider-Man Miles Morales, I know.
Definitely want to drop some more GTA content because we've done quite a few funny things on GTA in itself.
Tis true. So, I mean, it's gonna have to be like a wait and see because there's so many different games to try, so many different things to do, and it's gonna be really a matter of like I guess like how stuff happens. Like I know, and it's probably gonna be a minute before I actually do it for some reason. But I am gonna need to start putting face cams and stuff for the PS4, so I can actually like record myself going through the games and this stuff, whatever. But as we see my work area over there, I have no backdrop for solving it. Which, you know, is that the worst thing in the world? No. But again, because it's me, I might be picky about it.
I mean, not every content you have to do has to have your face on it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. But regardless of the fact, I mean, there's so many different things to do because, like, at least as far as Final Fantasy goes, I do believe that you could probably finish this game as a live stream. I do believe you can do that. Spyro, we have that as a live stream. You can always start streaming Apex and stuff. Again, my whole Apex thing is mostly just highlights from the games we play.
No, I hear you.
I mean, there's Werewolf Apocalypse, there's Order 1886, Division 2, can sit there and fuck around with that.
We have not really touched Division 2 out here.
Yeah, no, we did
that one time.
Yeah, I think it was
Riley.
I think it was to crank like 5 videos out of that motherfucker, I think, of one time. Then we got Need for Speed Heat is one, because you're the one with Unbound.
Yeah, I mean, we could always just redo Heat.
Yeah, and then, you know, of course, like different games and stuff that I have like saved.
Go into a little vanity because I like the RSX, so I just happen to have the TSX.
Yeah. Like I know Grow Home I finished, and you know, for anyone who's been on the PS4 for like a while, knows that that's one of like the first free like PSN games that like, you were able to get. Yeah, I beat that motherfucker, but I'm not gonna like post actually that gameplay. To me, I think it was boring. It was like
yeah, it's like a personal, relaxed time thing.
To me it's like a cutesy console, but I could have seen like some like little kids like messing with it or something. Like, oh, look at the flower, da 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 da.
Flower.
Yeah, all this other shit, right? Well, there was like dragon, but that's the point. So I mean, I think it really is gonna just depend like what genres are hitting and which ones are not. You know, because you do have the horror genre, you got the adventure and fantasy. RPG racing. You know, unfortunately don't know, like, we'll never know. I mean, I can only take my best guesses and stuff, but I can only put out content that I think people like. Hope that they do, but you know, at the end of the day, it's going to be because it's a game I myself wanted to play. I wanted to experience the story. So if you want to watch it as I experience this story, that's cool.
No, for sure, I hear you. Like, I think Forspoken will probably be something that I would like to try to drop onto it. Like maybe we can obviously play together, see what we react to. You know, simply because we are here.
Yes. I apologize.
What's going on?
I'm gonna drink that Red Bull.
Yeah, sleepy, ain't you?
Work kind of kicked my ass. Like as much as like it didn't feel like I was doing shit, the stress and anxiety of trying to like follow like paperwork and shit and make sure all these other motherfuckers like did their shit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not saying what.
Oh, okay.
No, that was where it was going to stop.
No, okay.
No, I understand you. I understand. Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah, I'm not name dropping. I ain't calling people. I ain't doing none of that. I understand. It was stressful. Cause it was like, God damn it, gotta make sure y'all do this right. This, that, whatever.
You should heat up that rice for me while you're up there, you know?
Boy,
Man!
you the one holding the controls, dog. I don't know this game. True. Or you know what? Maybe not a Red Bull. Maybe we'll drink a Coke. You want a Coke?
You know what? I will take a Coca-Cola too.
Okay. We stay hydrated in this bitch.
Definitely.
Attempt to stay hydrated.
Not the epitome of hydration when it comes to Coca-Cola.
That's okay. That's fine. It's fluids, isn't it?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Okay, look, Mr. Smart motherfucker.
It assists dehydration.
I mean, continue to be smart by all means. Continue to be smart, but also fuck. And conveniently,
There's your Coca-Colas.
put them in the fridge. Alright, you know what? Don't want to trip over wires. Excuse me.
Remake to Amazon.
I'm sorry, dude. What the fuck? He's releasing energy waves from his sword.
What part of fantasy didn't you grab?
I'm just saying that's horrifying. That's a concept of reality in fantasy. That's like, nope. If I see a motherfucker swing a sword and I should be like, hey, excuse me. I drank too fast and I got the hiccups. I'm not a fish. Alright, they're gone. Fuck! My chest.
Oh my god.
Carbonation.
Wasted that whole move. Heavy ass out of the way.
Am I dying?
Would not end up me being like neglectful friend while friend dies. Would not provide CPR on a live stream.
Can you imagine the views that shit would get?
Yeah, I'd have a very negative light on me.
Oh, 100% with the views. All publicity is good publicity.
While you're dead and I'm rich.
I didn't say who it was good for or who it was bad for. I just said it is what it is. Ultron, really? I see you. Ninja sword having motherfucker. Dude, that guy with the gun cannot hit shit.
Who, him?
Yes.
He ain't doing anything. It's not helping.
Wait, can you run on the wall too?
No.
Damn. I feel like you should have been able to.
It only makes sense. Mind you, like, as much as I like this game, not my favorite part or section is the one. But it is what it is. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of patience, repetitiveness, move around.
Oh, he's doing the lightning. What is he? Fucking Thor? But with a sword? Also, how is she not getting hit in the back of the head with this motherfucker swinging that shit? Oh, you actually notice her like dodge like her head around. Interesting.
What's that? This game is well done.
Yeah, I honestly thought that would have been like a little detail overlooked, but good shit.
Come on, load up so I can just finish this damage. I finally don't have to dodge as more fun.
Gear. What are you? Some like chivalrous individual? A trophy. Oh, that's right. Because you didn't know. love your achievements.
So you don't need a reward?
It's because I did well enough to a point that like a different cutscene happens. I haven't seen this cutscene yet.
We're
Well, you got one anyway. You can thank me later. I'll wait. Giving you the cold shoulder? Just look at that. It's the end of the ride.
Interesting. Didn't know you could get random cutscenes. Well, not random, but different.
Yeah.
Don't draw too much attention to ourselves.
It's the only reason why you could do selections. Which in the game, you had your select, like in the original, you had your selections, but it wasn't as wide, I guess. Not that there's too many.
Fair.
Ooh. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. As our heroes walk up the stairs to a land of madness the world has never seen.
The residential area just beyond the
This the residential area.
Madness. Madness, I did. The amount of rent these wretched souls pay.
I kind of just want to get this part done. Because there's an actual cool battle that I like. But at the same time, cinematics. But like, I've seen them like, I don't know how many times already. So it's just a matter of skip. So you actually get to the fighting part. Because that guy on the bike, you actually have to fight him. Man, that dude's driving a whole car. It looks like he can walk this entire neighborhood. Those all look like dorms. Because this is where I need to end up. And there in that room with that sick guy and steal his shit.
Damn, why are you stealing shit from the sick, bro?
And that's her dad.
Oh.
Because they need his security card in order to make explosives. Get materials.
Rude.
He got sick because of the whole Marco thing. Ooh. That kid. Oh, we got more people. Thank you for coming.
inside. You'll find a room with 2 doors.
As a blonde-haired vigilante sneaks into the humble abode with his giant righteous sword, he must pick between 2 doors. And my friend gazes up to his phone. What?
So, I say someone that I know does their shopping like on like the little cart, like the stuff like on
Instacart.
Instacart. Yeah, thank you. And there's no meat in the meat section. Like it's empty. Like look.
Fuck is going on? No, what the hell is going on to cause something like that to happen?
And you have no going to do it myself.
Wow, first the eggs, now there's no meat, period. This is gonna get sketchy. You wanna start hunting, bro?
I need to go back to my storage.
Why? You got a bow and arrow?
Yes.
You do?
I mean, it's a crossbow.
Close enough.
Yeah. If anything, it's easier to use.
Sad thing is we don't have deer down here.
Got iguanas.
We could just wait for the cold day. They'll just plop over. Like, that ain't much hunting. It's just like, alright, it dropped below 70, they gon' fall.
Or just get better at fishing.
Fishing's not hard.
I don't know. I think it depends. Sometimes, well, and I don't know. Sometimes I can't get it. Sometimes I can. It depends.
I ain't trying to eat Nemo. Mm. Yeah, because it's like, damn. How do you order something on Instacart but the entire grocery store has no meat? I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, I've never, like, the pastas and rices and, like, some of the dry goods, sure.
Sure.
I've seen that.
Like a certain product runs out.
Sometimes milk.
Unless everything's spoiled and went bad.
Right, but all
the
of them?
time? No.
Like, dude, what if there's a recall? No, because
You should
remember...
probably Google this.
Yeah, like, no, G shit. Like, no, remember how I think it was, like, one...
You should look up Florida meat shortage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because, like, 1 year, I think, or something like that.
They
like,
had a whole recall on meat.
Yeah, and it was on the Tyson chicken nuggets. It's a shame.
I'm gonna wait for an answer. I'm like, this is in a suck.
Excuse me. Damn it!
Huh?
Nothing.
Wow. Cinema talking.
What's so funny? Just understanding how they feel. Like most of the time.
Lord. Fuck it.
Hey, it's the launch Jesse was talking about. We're running here when we got what we came for.
Just need to get past this gate.
Itchy. What's going on? What'd you read?
Hold on. So, according to thedailymeal.com, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that due to alternative feeds that farmers are supposed to use, currently too expensive, which has resulted in early culls and slaughter of cows meant to be processed in 23, so that when ranchers can catch up. But these are effects back from 22.
Where are you going, Bob? This way.
The WFP predicts a shortage of wheat and corn.
You can use that vending machine over there to stock up.
Thank you. You guys telling me to do whatever you've done.
Guess there's a train set too. If you were not for the way to
Man, I get really hungry when I'm nervous.
So, we'll see. But again, I mean, there's been times where I think,
But the fact is, the entirety of the shelf is empty.
Again, I feel like something had to happen because you also gotta understand there's certain like food, like health relation stuff that like happens. So like when I used to, you know, work in the deli, what would happen is that like there's a certain protocol where like say someone threw up or something in the middle of the store.
Cinematics. More cinematics.
Mm-hmm. But say someone threw up in the middle of the store, right? If they're within X amount of feet, the entire department shuts down.
Yeah.
Because, you know, biohazard stuff. So for all we know, some shit like that could have happened. They're just like, hey, all that shit.
Someone just puked there?
It's 100% possible. But unfortunately for those type of like lunch meats is what I'm assuming they were.
No, so that was meat.
Yeah, so the problem with that is that you
It's not like lunch meat, it's like actual rib cut steaks.
Yeah, so depending on that store, you know, inventory could be hard. You know, they could have like
that's actual beef.
Yeah, so dude, there could be like a shortage or something in terms of like what they have in inventory because most stores, at least for the meat department, they do from like what is called like a truck to shelf.
Yeah.
So the managers sit there and they figure out the count and they figure out like how much of their merchandise they can put on the shelf at a time. And once the shelves hit a certain number, they order the merch in accordance to what they need to get it on the shelf to merch. Right?
Yeah.
So if this particular manager or whatever did that for those materials, they have to wait for the next truck because they don't have enough. And even if the truck comes in and assuming the order was already put in place, and then some incident happens where they have to throw it all away, there's going to be like 2 or 3 weeks before that shelf is going to be full again, unless they're going to take it from other stores.
Damn! That's it.
Says, sit down.
I mean, some characters are weaker than the other. You know, it is what it is.
Epic gouge. I was gonna say there's no way that thing's gonna just perfectly land and be like, toom. Well, keep firing.
What makes him so elite? I wonder.
The color of his uniform. Oh no. Again, horrifying. Absolutely haunting. And that extra weird tail tentacle thing they had.
Alright, it's the iguana dog. Actually, we're gonna have to hunt since there's no meat.
He got bit in the ass.
We're still running.
He's a champion. He's a trooper. Dog bites me in the ass. Ah. Down.
Oh my god. Just keep moving. Forget it. Die. That was rude.
Dude's got immaculate endurance.
A big dude? Yeah.
Glad you think so, Rich. Glad you think so.
I'm thinking it was fried rice. I want that fried rice.
We're almost done, dude.
Huh? No, I'm not rushing.
No, I'm just saying we're 3/4 of the way done.
Fried rice. Got steak.
No,
Yum
don't
yum
you
sauce.
dare. Don't you dare tweak, you motherfucker. Alright, you're good.
Talking about the right to your shoulder.
My shoulder. Right one's already fucked. I don't need my left one fucked. It's a sweeper!
It's the sweeper. Oh shit. God, what he hit me.
I mean, the only man of the mechanic person I had to be glad for that.
Weird for the actual
Like, machine.
no, I don't want to be sure.
Yes.
This all looks like a pain in the ass. Like that, just the thought of any kind of engineering like that. Let's check out Riley.
Ah,
How's he doing?
he's doing the Red Dead Redemption 2 now.
More cinematics. Skips into.
Oh, what, he probably told all the homies, like, nah, this is my fight. Don't interrupt.
Well, I didn't skip the cinematic. He was swept in and took out some of the guards. And he basically like rolled through his motorcycle and fucked them up. Oh fuck, I didn't do this last thing yet. playing this game so many times and say, kind of more or less what knows what kills people real quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what happens with anything. Like with Styx Master of Shadows, like, oh, that could be something I can stream too for the achievement hunt. But I've played through some of the missions so many times and I've gone through some of the levels so many times because one, either my first time doing it to complete the mission, I died so many fucking times.
Oh my god, dying in a game so many times is the most frustrating thing.
Right, especially when there's like no checkpoint or like save point to like a certain part where like, oh yeah, we'll save you like halfway through this whole bullshit. No. You get halfway through, you die, guess what, you start all over. And maybe only your 5th or 4th time dying, it's like, oh, I got another 5% of progress. And then you go for progress number 6, hey, guess what, motherfucking day, back at 0. And it's like...
Oh dude, that's the worst thing when it sent you right all the way to the beginning.
Yeah.
And it was like maybe 15, 20 minutes in, you're like, I'm not redoing this.
Nope.
There's no way. Oh my god. The sleepiness.
Nah, dude. It's just a long day. I have to pee now. God damn. I'm interrupting my own stream and shit.
Right, do that.
You want and I'm alive. That's another game I could try too. I think I got Red Dead Redemption 2 at some point.
I think we're gonna get officially forspoken. So we can definitely try it out.
I would agree.
Not only do I want to try it out for myself, but it'd probably be a pretty neat thing to put on the channel. You know, it's a...
Yeah, so many people know that, and fuck, shut up. Harry Potter Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy.
The other thing is...
It should be available for you, I think.
It's available for me.
Yeah.
Not for you.
Do it.
Who, me?
Do it.
By myself? No, because Sim's gonna kill me.
Ah, you're right.
She's gonna kill me. She's gonna be like, first of all,
Wait,
I started without.
hold on, but now what is, like, how is... But see, here's the thing that sucks, is that at least as far as PS4 goes, I don't think that's gonna be open to that demographic until, like, April.
It's out now for me, I think. Or it should be coming out for me soon. So that's the thing, I do want to play Hogwarts Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
So, when's the release date for the PS5? So they're out or coming out?
What's today? The
5th.
5th?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, this is on Wikipedia. I don't trust Wikipedia.
Sure.
Still there.
PS5.
Legacy. Release date. On the 10th.
So in 5 days it comes out for me. Now you gotta figure out when it's gonna come out for the PS4.
Yes.
Maybe it's the 10th for both?
No. It's coming out on a separate day.
No, Hogwarts Legacy
Same
release
thing.
date PS4, and then just does the initial. I don't know. Hold on. Give me a second to research a little bit more.
I'm telling you this for your own good, Cloud. People around here love to gossip.
You know about Jesse Avalanche?
Nah, it's all good. They think she's an actress. Oh, and one more thing. It's all okay to her. Don't fall for her.
You lost.
Yeah, so no, that is correct. So right now for PS5, PC, Xbox Series consoles, it's going to be the 10th. For the PS4 and
April.
Xbox One, April 4th.
Correct.
Apparently, it's also going to be on the Nintendo Switch.
Correct.
That is in July 25th.
Yeah, so I could get Hogwarts Legacy and then miss out and risk being brutally attacked by a cinematic distance. Alright, skip.
Yeah, so probably closer to like Forspoken, but you know, again, we now still have that question of like, you know, how do we do that?
What do you mean? What's wrong?
What the fuck just happened here? I kind of like half tuned in, half tuned out, because I'm trying to sit here and think about Hogwarts and release dates and different shit, different games, different stuff, older games, newer games. So many options to do. So little time, and then I'm gonna have to start cranking out the edits too, because now we're in February. Yeah. No, I gotta get through edits and see where I'm at for March. Because I need to make sure I have enough shit.
Yeah.
So many options too, because see, the thing of it is that like, right now, at least as far as the channel goes, like I don't know how comfortable I feel with partly starting certain series and stuff.
What do you mean?
So like, okay, I guess Spider-Man Miles Morales in there. I think I got 4 or 5.
I mean, no one says you're obligated to finish if that's
No
what
one
you're
says I'm obligated to finish, but like as like a personal thing, I'm like, I started that motherfucker. I should finish the playthrough, finish the gameplay. Not achievement hunt that bitch on the gameplay. I will achievement hunt it, but not on the gameplay. Or a let's play, however the fuck people want to word it. I remember the ghost of horses.
So at least that's the idea. I think I should wait for Hogwarts Legacy. First of all, I'm a powerful Slither, and then all of a sudden, you know, you decide to just come up and fuck around and find out. Yeah, about a cadaver.
Yo, imagine if they're tracking that shit though.
What do you mean?
So like for every person that signs on and creates like a character in you know, Hogwarts, how many people do you think are just gonna off rip start using like the 3 like cursed spells? And how many people do you think are going to be able to resist using your spells?
The thing is like there's a little bit of a karma system. So in other words, the more you use those dark spells, the darker your character is, the more evil essentially. You either really good or really evil or in between. You know, obviously depending on how you play off is how your story's gonna go. There's no definitive ending, I believe, if I heard properly. But at the same time, it's pretty cool because you can make one character who's like purely great, super nice, doesn't like basically being in a certain what?
So I was kind of curious to see if they were going to have Hogwarts be a multiplayer game or not, or at least have a multiplayer component.
It should.
It does not.
Oh, really?
According to loadout.com or hogwartslegacy.com, Hogwarts Legacy is a single-player experience and does not have online or co-op gameplay.
Time to get listen.
I'm joking, but I'm a little disappointed with that, honestly. I feel like there could have been a potential for a multiplayer feature. You know, like a 3v3, like dual style, like wizarding, like battle. You know, like okay, it's like.
But even then, even if it's completely open world, that's pretty cool to go through.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that the game is not going to be cool, but I feel like that's just maybe not, but like maybe it's a missed opportunity. Let me turn this one back on again. As I look at it. But yeah, so I feel like it's a missed opportunity because I remember back with like Assassin's Creed, right? So they didn't start to integrate multiplayer or even like co-op modes until Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Brotherhood started to integrate a multiplayer, but it was like a versus multiplayer. So it'd be like one assassin versus like 3 targets or something like that. Target's whole objective was just to hide and evade. Assassin was to hunt. Vice versa, and we like swap out, do all these things. Same with Brotherhood. Brotherhood did the same thing, or not, dumbass. Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 3 did the same thing. They kind of beefed up the mechanics a little bit, altered the maps, and that was that. But now Assassin's Creed Unity did something very interesting where they actually had a co-op feature of up to 4 players for Assassin's Creed. The missions had no pertinence to the story, but there were bonus Assassin's missions that you can do with a co-op of up to 4 people.
Yeah, but even then, I'm still a little sad, and hopefully they decide to put in like more of a multiplayer concept into it. Because you sure you did your research right? Like, that's what it said on what?
From hogwartslegacy.com, so I imagine that's their shit. It is done from Warner Brothers.
Yes.
Huh. The time, place. I don't know if this is right.
What?
It says your time frame that this particular portion of the Harry Potter.
Way back in the past, but
1800s.
yes.
Okay, I didn't know that. So I'm reading. I'm like, are you sure?
Yes.
Because I guess I'm thinking back to the Harry Potter movie, and I'm like, pretty sure it was a little bit more, you know, like later than that. But whatever.
Everything is on schedule.
Yeah, so it's solely single player.
Yeah.
Which is gonna suck because I thought all three of us can get into it.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting thing. But now the question is now, how do the NPCs work? Because supposedly you can make friends, enemies, have like
So-
a nemesis, if you will. You can do.
It is gonna have,
I'm gonna turn this thing. I just want to.
as far as I know, as with the actual like game itself. So no matter what house you go into, your story's not gonna really change that much. Like, it's not a definitive.
I can see
change.
how it's not a definitive storyline, but I did see a recent trailer, right?
Yeah.
And if we choose the house,
There's certain things you're gonna see versus, for example, if you're Slytherin and you're Gryffindor, you're gonna see two different things. But it's
Yeah.
not gonna really define the story.
I think for like the core of the story, I don't think it's going
It's not
to
gonna change the core,
But there's
exactly.
certain, I think, elements or certain paths that are going to be different because the trailer explained that like if you chose the house Slytherin, it's like understand who the founder of Slytherin was,
Correct.
and now you have to look at it through that perspective and deal with Hogwarts.
Yeah, you have
in a
like
certain
little
perspective.
perks.
Yeah, so you get certain things. So I'm
And then if
very
you're
curious.
Slytherin and you speak Parseltongue,
But now, that'll be interesting.
because the thing is, it's not going to really change because, in the sense of your actual story, now it could probably be helpful for like, hey, you're Slytherin, but you also take care of mystical beasts.
But now, see, here's the thing too, right? Is you can develop to your own type of wizard, as you can grow with your own house. You can form your own type of relationships, this, that, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one, how interactive and how in depth are the NPCs in that regard? And then number two, exactly to what extent does your house have in terms of an effect on your character? Because here's where I can like see this potentially.
I just think it's going to be certain little abilities and quirks you can
But
have.
see, now here's where I can see this potentially going, right?
Yeah.
So, okay,
I mean, because gameplay is confirmed. How the story is going to go is already confirmed.
right, so, but I'm saying like, okay, like the little perks and stuff or like the little extra ability here or there,
Yeah.
right? Okay, I can see that, or even if it's like personality traits of the character, like, oh, you're a Gryffindor, or you're more courageous, or some dumb shit. I haven't done too much research into it, but hold on.
Okay.
Hear me out. Okay? So, say those little, like, skills, right, are mentioned per the house before you pick one. But what if in each house there's certain secrets that you have to figure out as the player, but only certain secrets are available to you because of the house you pick?
I can see where certain things would be pertaining to your house, but as far as it goes, like the core of the story,
Yeah, again, that's not going to be effective.
that's not going to be affected. Like, if you tell me, hey, you're Slytherin, you found the Chamber of Secrets. Cool. Well, like, or how do you say this? Like, maybe you find an item that was gonna eventually become a Horcrux. It's like, cool, yeah, sure, I can see all that, but I don't think it's gonna get so in depth to where it's like, hey, your personality is gonna lead towards this. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, there's certain traits that you can have as a wizard that it's like, hey, yeah, your house Slytherin, maybe you might be more potent to this. Potion making, for example. I'm just gonna throw a random thing out there. But it's not to say that you can't build up anything. And the rule requirement is supposedly builds up to what you're more than likely gonna need, or what your skill base is on. If you see yourself saving more beasts, then awesome, that's the thing. But the biggest thing I want to see about it is the fact that they say it's a complete open world. If you see, go there. Like, there's no limitation. You see that bridge over there? You can stand on that bridge. See that tree? You can go grab that tree.
But now, see, in that perspective, as
Like, that's
well,
what I'm excited for.
Right, but see, I think in that perspective as well, now we have the additional question of, like, if it's that open world, right? Is it an open world broken into segments?
No.
Meaning, like, okay, so, like, around Hogwarts, right? Like, the actual fucking school, okay? You have access to everything around Hogwarts. Got it? Cool.
Yeah.
It's open world as well. Gotcha. Now, take the train to platform 9 3/4
Like to London.
to London. Do you now have access to all of London?
It's so.
Well, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, not like a true open world of like, you can roam from Hogwarts to London and touch everything in between.
So, in other words,
But like within this given area, do you have that access?
so
That looks really cool on the fucking.
it does. So it's not London. You're gonna have access to. It's everything around Hogwarts, small little like towns. I'm forgetting the names, but there's like one major town you can visit. There's small little
I was
villages.
gonna say, isn't that the one where they do the Black Bear or some shit?
Yeah, but I guess Hogsmeade. Thank you. Hogsmeade is one of the towns you can visit.
I wanted to say that, but I was like, nah, that's wrong.
No, you're not wrong. Hogsmeade is one of them. I think it's one of like the first areas you can access the second you get out of Hogwarts. But there's also smaller villages around you, like areas where you can get side quests, meet certain people. London is not going to be a thing, I believe. Like, it's not going to necessarily be one of the areas you can go to, but it's everything open world around Hogwarts, and at least in that immediate area. So like dungeons, etc. You can either fly on your broom, or you can get a mount if that's the role you choose. At least from my understanding. So that's at least the cool part. Again, you're not limited to one trait, like such as potion making or anything. Obviously, you know, I'm sure like
Yeah,
you build one, you're gonna limit the other.
I just didn't want to like over research into how the game was, because one, I didn't want to ruin it for myself. I wanted to keep as much of the surprises.
They didn't. I wouldn't say they ruined it. I'd say they basically just like confirmed as hey, you know, this is the type of game we're putting out. Like where it's like it's completely open world role playing. You get to choose what house you want to go into. Like you get to customize your character. I haven't seen how in depth. I heard it's pretty good.
You know, I'm just surprised, right? That okay, we choose our house, right? I'm just surprised as
It would
fuck.
suck if it's at random though.
No, I'm not saying that random, but like, you know how online you got those like personality quizzes, this, that, whatever the fuck, and I think there's like a Harry Potter quiz like that sorts you into a house.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't use that as the system. No, because think about it, like, because now you would actually, like, maybe, again, I haven't researched into it because I don't want to ruin it, but let's just let the hypothetical that, you know, your house has some type of effect on your play style, right? Then, I don't know if it does or doesn't.
It's not. No.
But if that were the hypothetical, then like imagine how many more people would actually be playing their ideal quote-unquote version of the game. If that was the thing.
So, in other words, it's open world enough where you can make the game your own, but it's also expansive enough where you can do everything. From what I understood. You know? Like, in other words, if you know what, I want to battle in the dark arts and I want to be completely evil, I'm Gryffindor. Nothing's limiting me from using dark spells, like the Cruciatus or whatever. Nothing's stopping me from doing that. But then there's also nothing stopping me from being a botanist or a potion maker. No matter what house I'm in, obviously, it's more like what path you choose and a little bit of a karma system. So, and also like Pottermore? I don't know if that's like a town that
Pottermore.
I completely lost track. That came in last minute. What was I saying? So
We were riding between Sector 4 and Pillar when we had to go out. And we ended up on the adjacent line, which should take us to Reactor 5.
Pottermore. Well, you know, I probably could just be a smarter person and just Google it, but I like the interaction. I like the interaction.
Let's move.
Well, either way, the core of your gameplay shouldn't change.
No.
Who you interact with and how they stay with you, I guess, like kind of a friendship level thing.
Yeah. So.
It depends on how you go.
Yeah. So I guess like again, ultimately we won't really know like how things are affected. Again, core integrity of the thing intact. Sure, that's fine. But I just feel like the potential from what I've seen in like the bits and pieces that I did read, I feel like the potential for like
Online is definitely there.
the potential for online is there. That should exist. So the fact that
Online tech.
I remember now. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Potter, man. The potential for online is there. No one's to say that hey we can't. They won't drop like
Right.
an update and say hey you guys can do quests or dungeons or
Maybe.
things together. But the thing is it's a very extensive game.
Yeah. So
And
but
how
see-
big of a server do you have in order to support that?
But see, and that's where I'm like, I feel like the game, even though like the core of the story is like intact, right, regardless of what the fuck you do, I feel like there has to be a lot more like interaction potential with like the world's environment.
Oh, there's a lot. It's a huge interaction.
Right, and because that interaction is so huge, I cannot accept the fact that those interactions do not have some type of impact on your story. Because again, like it's
So there are
perspective
events
of-
that are going to drop. For example, the PlayStation's going to get it first, like a Halloween event.
Mhm.
And I forgot what time
And
it
then
was.
in October.
Exactly. Well, not now, not yet. But the point is, like, when it does become Halloween, your environment does change around you.
No, well, oh,
Like just like an online game. Let's say, hey, you know, I mean, potentially Halloween can have an effect on the town, one of the major towns, and how it looks. Christmas will have that effect. I mean,
well,
we'll see.
yeah, as far as like holiday season, like bonuses and shit, or like events and stuff go, yeah, that's fine. But I'm just talking like, oh fuck, you're a wizard for your beast tamer. Beast taming is your specialty, right?
Yes.
So, as a mechanic feature of the game, I feel like that classification has an effect to your story because you are playing your own individual wizard, right? You're not following
Yeah,
you're following somewhat of a storyline, but again, it's your own version.
Yeah, like you're gonna have other missions available for that.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like that has to remove missions, but then do different ones. Can they be geared towards maybe the same task or idea? That I can accept, but I cannot accept the fact that a beast taming wizard is going to be doing the same fucking shit as a potions master wizard.
I mean, you're not gonna do everything the exact
Well,
same.
not everything, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, like you're gonna have your certain side quests that pertain to your to your class. Like I wouldn't say that and say, hey, the same thing's gonna happen and it's all gonna be the same mechanic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I definitely use Russian.
That's okay, we almost done anyway. We got like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shut Oh, Hogwarts. Well, in case anyone's curious about the Hogwarts Legacy, most commonly asked questions, here are the answers to it. What kind of game is Hogwarts Legacy? Hogwarts Legacy is an immersive open-world action role-playing game set in the 1800s of the Wizarding World, which puts players at the center of their own adventures. Who is publishing? Again, we answered that. Warner Brothers. Platforms, already figured that out. When? Figured that out. Let's see. How does Hogwarts Legacy fit into the Harry Potter world? So while Portkey games are not direct adaptations of the books and films, the games are firmly rooted in the magical universe of the Wizarding World. And while remaining true to J.K. Rowling's original version, Portkey game developers chart new territory by creating fresh ways for fans to immerse themselves in the Wizarding World. Interesting.
The only thing that sucks, there's no Quidditch.
Huh?
No Quidditch.
Bullshit.
Confirmed. Yeah, no Quidditch.
Why the fuck would they not have Quidditch? I feel like that would be like quintessential. Like, dude, the fucking multiplayer fucking Quidditch matches.
Hey, look, listen, it's a huge game. So, for all we know,
I mean, maybe it's coming for them.
exactly. Maybe there's that, but at the same time, it's an extensive game. It's got a lot of content. I'm sure it's gonna have a ton of side quests depending on what classification you're working to improve on. Like it's like, hey, trying to be a better potion master, but at the same time, I gotta go hunt down these ingredients or find certain things.
Also, before I forget, I think they have like a 72-hour like early access thing that you can do or like pay for, which obviously when the game releases will be released. But you can technically do that 72-hour access on Tuesday.
I could. Now the only question is, what direction are we taking? Are we going to go Forspoken, or are we going to go Harry Potter Legacy?
If we're going to go more the collaborative factor,
either one can collaborate.
Yeah, anyone can collaborate, but I feel like Forspoken's going to offer more of that type of dynamic. Because again, I feel... Excuse me, Jesus Christ. Who keeps dropping in and out? I'm curious. Either way. I'm curious, like... if, like, because Harry Potter, or the Hogwarts Legacy, right, is supposed to be, like, this is your personal touch on, like, this adventure, right?
Yeah, in other words, it'd be, like, personalized to me if it's...
Right, so meaning that should, again, I don't know, didn't read, but hypothetically, if, like, choices exist in the game that you have to make, and these choices lead to certain chain reaction, I feel like they'll add stuff like that to the bugs. That's true. That yes.
Oh, I expect it to be buggy at launch. Late. But that's every huge open world. I don't expect it to be perfect. But it looked beautiful though on the PS5.
Yeah, so Sim does, I mean, that is a good point, because that does make it a little bit better for those of us who would be considered like later users, because that's more time for the bugs to be kinked out.
Well, keep in mind, if they're going to kink out bugs,
they're probably going to go with the bigger platform.
Because the bigger platform is out first, it's going to be kinked out for the bigger platform first.
All you're doing, like, from what I understand, all you're doing in terms of like the bugs and like the kinks and stuff like that, you're just changing your like operation capacity. All you're doing is you're downgrading the operation capacity, or you're making it a dual compatibility upon release, more or less.
It's a single player mode, so
Yeah, it is a single player mode. So, but again, in terms of the bugs, the mechanics and stuff like that, that stuff can be released any point in time. And because the core of the game itself,
shouldn't be any different.
right? No, it wouldn't be any different at all. So any bugs that adhere to any mechanics or like now graphic bugs, okay, might be a little bit different. I can see how that might be a little
The
bit of a
capacity of the PS5 versus the PS4.
right. So I can see how graphic bugs might be a little bit different in terms of like the editing and fixing. But if there's anything mechanically wrong with the game in terms of like how it functions, how it runs and stuff in that capacity, the core of the game is still the same regardless of the console. So any update you do here that fixes the bugs, you just import the update into the next one because on a mechanical feature,
I don't think it's that
the
simple.
same.
Unfortunately, it's not that simple.
Well, no, I'm obviously simplifying it like that.
No, yeah, of course, because in this case, what works on one software, because it's different software we're working with.
Yeah.
PS5 software is different from the PS4. Not only that, hardware capabilities are completely different. So just because it worked on the PS5 doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work on the PS4, or vice versa.
Then around that sidebar, yeah, between Forspoken or Harry Potter Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy, dumbass. I feel like if we're going to stream one of those, it would make more sense to do Forspoken.
Why don't we just drop a poll?
We could. We could.
Just drop a poll and see what people want to see the most.
Okay, but now see, there's different ways that this works though, right? Because hypothetically, if Harry Potter, or if Hogwarts has, I'm gonna fuck that up so many times before I fucking get it. Assuming Hogwarts, you know, again, being that solo player, independent choice affecting the story in your way to make the story your own.
Yes.
Right? Assuming that at some point in time in the game or in several points throughout the game, there are choices to be made. Right? Feel like, again, we can still put it to a poll, but it makes sense to do that on a more of an individual basis. Because my decisions on my own would be different from your decisions on your own, potentially.
But even then, obviously, yeah,
And then
a lot of straightforward walkthrough for Spoken.
Right, but
at the same time, I don't see the big deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in other words, it's just gameplay. Main story shouldn't be too different. Obviously, yeah, karma systems, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time,
yeah, but I like I said, I mean, I just feel like that would be the interesting thing because, like, yeah, we could do the stream and stuff. Now, that would be more of a collaborative choice towards certain actions versus the independent mindset.
there's only one thing we had to agree upon. We're going good or evil.
See, and that's the thing, because depending on the circumstance, me personally, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, it was like, oh, hey, again, obviously they're not in the context of this game, but like, hey, there's Voldemort. Kill that motherfucker.
I mean,
well, I'd like, in my mind, I'd be like, that's an on-site thing. Why is this even a fucking question? But then, hey, there's Draco Malfoy. What are you gonna do? Well, I don't want to fucking kill him. Why not? He's a dick. I mean, true. But it doesn't mean he's gonna die. You know, but again, other people might see things differently. Like, or the little short, pink-suited bitch that, like, was ruining the school.
oh shoot, I
was gonna say, some people just be like, on site, that's death. And, like,
But at the same time, you could just always do the two extremes.
That is another option. You could play through the game twice and just play each extreme and see what happens.
Right.
See the differences.
But looking at the time,
45 seconds.
Go ahead and say your outro, bro.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll probably end this stream here. But thank you for everyone who was watching, interacting with us. Again, hope you guys like the new logo, or at least the more physical representation of the logo. Very well done, very beautiful. I love it, absolutely amazing. And thank you, Sim, for giving that to me as a gift. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, so we'll probably try to put up a poll sometime in the future, see how all that stuff goes. Hey! And then, yeah, just let us know, I guess, which games to play. And then we'll do a secondary poll of, do you prefer that game to be a playthrough or a live stream? At which point, we will comply. And with all that being said, guys, remember, check out the IG, Umbridge. That's her name.
Umbridge, on site, sorry.
So, but before I forget, definitely remember to check out the IG. Remember to check out the TikTok. It's ZLoss019 as the YouTube channel. And for anyone who's come over from IG primarily, because they do have more followers on that side, again, it would help me out a lot if you guys just kind of start subscribing to the channel. I mean, you're already looking at the post, you're liking the post, so I might as well like the actual content that's there. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, with that being said, have a good day.
Hey, nope, wrong.
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 Wrong. You're still on air.